Hi guys, it is Dr. Cody Dukes and we are back again for yet another video. Now you already know what to do. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like this video. And if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Now you already know what today is. It's Fit Friday, and you know what we do on Fit Fridays. We do more fitness related content, more health related content, where I give you guys tips and tricks on things that I've done to help me get more fit and to help me lose weight that might also work for you. And today is no different. Today I wanted to talk about one of the strongest characters in one of my favorite animes that I've had the pleasure of watching over the last maybe decade or so. And it is called Hunter x Hunter. And it is the character Netero. Now, Netero is like the strongest human nin user in the show. Nin is like their power system. You know, it's their version of chakra from Naruto. You know what I mean? It's their power system. And nin users, you know, can be really strong or really, you know, average. But Netero is the strongest nin user in the world as a human. Now, he ultimately, the one time we get to see him actually fight in the show, he actually loses, and it's really not even a competitive fight, even though you can argue that technically he won because what he did eventually led to Miriam's death later in the show, but he had to die to do it, and it didn't necessarily kill Miriam then, it just killed him later. So, I mean, you could argue tomatoes and tomato, but regardless of the fact that the one time we saw him fight, he was completely overwhelmed and beaten rather easily, it doesn't change the fact that he's the strongest nin user as a human that we've seen on the show. And what made Netero so strong, and they showed it, was that when he was younger, he would go out to this field every day, and he just committed himself to doing this same punch 10,000 times every day. He would do this punch. You know, it was like a long, drawn out, slow moving punch. And he wanted to do 10,000 of them a day, and he would do it every day. And he said at first it literally took him from the very beginning of the day to the very end of the day to do it. And, you know, eventually over time, the more he did it, eventually he got faster, and eventually he got it done a lot faster. And when he finally finished, you know, his training of just doing that punch every day, I don't even think he called it training. You know, he went back, you know, to like I guess the martial artists and the elders of the time, and he showed them his punch. But the punch was so fast, they couldn't perceive it. Because he had practiced it so much and had you know, practiced it every day so many times to the point that he had to do it maybe where it took him a whole day to do 10,000, maybe it took him an hour to do 10,000. And the punch became so fast that everyone noticed, and they were like, no, you are the strongest person here. You are the strongest person in the world. And from that point on, you know, he was the strongest person in the show, or at least in that world in the show, until he died. And I think that for a lot of us, when we are trying to lose weight and get in shape, it's a lot like Netero's journey to becoming the strongest nin user in the world as a human. And it's that you kind of just have to get a plan and just do it over and over. And at first, you're probably going to be really average at it. It may take you all day, you know. It may take everything you have to do the full 10 reps of however many sets. Or however many sets of 10 reps. But as time goes on, the more you do it consistently, you will find that the moves get easier and you're able to maybe do more weight. And maybe you don't get as sore, or so on and so forth. Or maybe your runs, you get, you know, better, and you don't get as tired or need as much of a recovery, and so on and so forth. You just do the same thing over and over, and over time you start to realize, hey, it's not as bad as it used to be. And a lot of times you won't even realize that you've improved until others will say, wow, when you do that, how do you do that? Like, that looks so hard. And you're thinking to yourself, what, this? I don't know. I just do it all the time. I don't know. I just do it. You won't realize the growth and the improvements and the gains you make a lot of times. But if you just commit yourself to doing the same thing over and over, you will get better and improve. Now, you may not become, the best bodybuilder in the world or a gymnast or workout person or whatever, but you'll definitely get better and people will notice. But you have to be consistent, and you'll have to commit yourself to repetition. I know it can get boring, but a lot of times boring gets the job done. That's the video, guys. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like this video. And if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I upload 5 videos a week. That's one every single weekday. I do inspirational and motivational content with a pop culture twist. I look at things like sports, movies, anime, superheroes, cartoons, game shows, you name it. I just try to find a motivational message that I can deliver to you in a way that's easy to understand so that you can take it and use it in your daily life to be successful. If that sounds like what you're trying to do, then you should definitely subscribe because this is the channel for you. Guys, how did I do? Let me know down in the comments. Give me tips and feedback on how I can get better. Give me suggestions on topics I should cover in the future. I'll do my best to go through every single comment and get back to every single one of you guys. Guys, I thank you for all of the support and I appreciate you for sticking around this long. And the only thing I ask is that you keep coming back because I'll keep coming back with more videos just like this one. And as I always say, guys, until next time, peace.